Boxing Voice.
BoxingVoice.com, live with Freddie Roach in New York. Freddie, I want to ask you, what are you doing in New York here for this fight?
I have Chris Van Heerden fighting on the show tonight, and tomorrow night. And Chris is one of my good fighters from South Africa. Very good record, 31-1, 21-1, and we're in a big fight against one of Jay-Z's fighters, and we're fighting a hometown guy, but that won't help him.
Now, what do you think it means to fans to see, a guy like Freddie Roach, like yourself, so accomplished, so many big fighters, and you're taking, you're coming to New York to fight Jay-Z's guy who's supposed to win? It's the Rock Nation card. What do you think that says about you as a trainer and as a person?
Well, the thing is that, this is the future. I train a lot of young fighters coming up. Champions are great to have, and I have a lot of them, but, they get older and retire and so forth, and then the new generation coming up, so you got to stay on top of things. So, I have a lot of good young prospects in my gym, and this is my future.
Now, changing gears a little bit, I know you get asked this question so much with Pacquiao and Cotto. Does it feel to you like the two fights kind of conflict each other? You have some reports of Mayweather offering Cotto $40 million. I don't know how true that is. And then Pacquiao, Mayweather. Does it feel like if one fight happens, the other kind of gets canceled? What's your opinion on that? Because they're both your fighters.
Yeah, that possibly happens. A $40 million deal is a lie. We were never offered that. I talked to Miguel and his manager, and that's not true. We're negotiating with Canelo Alvarez right now, and trying to make that fight happen. I think it's one of the best fights out there. But the only fight bigger than that is Mayweather Pacquiao. So one of those people are going to get the November 2nd date, I feel, because that's the best date for the pay-per-view out there. So I'm hoping that it's. I'm hoping that Manny and Mayweather finally get together and get that fight on, because it needs to be done. But if not, Miguel and Alvarez is a good fight, and I'm excited about that also.
Which fight would you prefer happening, Canelo Cotto or Canelo Mayweather?
Canelo already fought Mayweather, and it's already been done. We don't need to see that one more time.
No, I'm sorry, I meant Cotto Mayweather too.
Well, that's an interesting fight. Miguel did promise me he would knock him out if I was in his corner, and we do work very well together. We get along very well, and we've had great training camps. And 10 days before Christmas, he came to my gym. We worked out for 10 days, and then he went home for Christmas. But we're just trying to stay on top of things. But I'd rather see Pacquiao, because I think the world wants to see that fight, and I think that if we fight Canelo Alvarez first, and I think Mayweather will always be there for Cotto. So, so I'd like to see Manny get that fight first.
How frustrating is it to see Manny, just not get the fight that he wants? Everybody, talks about Pacquiao Mayweather, and the fight's just not happening.
The thing is, we have to stay busy, and we have to stay with what's out there right now. And I think the people are really tired of seeing these young guys trying to beat the old timers. Like the last fight was with Manny. Manny was just too experienced for Algieri. Algieri's a good young fighter, but he's still very young and maybe not matured yet into his best. But the people really want to see this fight, and I want to see this fight. Manny wants to see this fight. If we just get Mayweather to want to see this fight, we'll be happy.
Now, last question, Freddie. There's talks about the Jesse Vargas fight. In my opinion, that's a step behind the Algieri fight. How frustrating is it to you as a trainer, and keeping a guy like Manny hungry for Jesse Vargas instead of Floyd Mayweather?
Vargas says he beat me 4 times and stuff like this. He beat guys in my gym 4 times, but he didn't beat my fighters 4 times. But the thing is, it does. He's trying to sell himself, and you have Roy Jones behind him now, a new trainer and so forth. But I don't think that's going to help him. But I'm not a big fan of that fight either, to be honest with you. But if that's what we're stuck with, we got to go with what's out there.
Thank you so much for your time, Freddie Roach. Look forward to seeing more of you in the future.
The Boxing Voice.